career mode, and it's gonna be a hell of banter. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing. Playing with the best teams in the world, Real Madrid, Barcelona. It's going to be really nice to see. So I'm just going to show you my league and the rest of the leagues. Obviously I'm not going to have Hull City in league. In the football championship, I'm obviously going to have everything set up already. So you can see we got Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen, Chelsea of course, yeah, FC Barcelona, FC Bayern, FC Porto, Juventus, Manchester City, Manchester United, Napoli, Olympique Lyon, PSG, Real Madrid, Roma, SL, Benfica, Sevilla FC, Valencia CF, VfL Wolfsburg, and Zenit Petersburg. It's going to be a very interesting to see how the English team do against the rest of the best teams in the world that could easily just smash the English teams, because we're used to playing a particular way, but in the Champions League the English teams don't do that well. Opposite way, the foreign teams do really well. How many times has Barcelona, Bayern, Real Madrid, Juventus, even Porto made it to at least the semi-finals? A lot. The last time we've actually done something was Chelsea winning the Champions League final, but not to brag, we only bet Bayern Munich on penalties, dropped that scoring. What a goal. Next up, we got the FL Championship. You can see it's mostly Europa League teams. I'm just going to say half and half. Europa League, half. Champions League, half. You can see some Champions League teams there already, like Sporting CP. You can just basically say it's a Europa League championship, but if you want to put Champions League in it, you got it. I'm just going to scroll down. You can just quickly look at all of them, pause it if you need to, if you want to go back to anything. Next one is a few Europa League teams, but mostly not non-league. It's a very technically gifted league with a lot of technical players. Basically, that's what I wanted to say. But that's what made it so boring for me when I was doing the Super League with Leicester in League 2. I made it into League 1. I smashed all of them. All of them were just passing technically, doing all these tactics, and I was just smashing them with Vardy and Mahrez and this and that. Made them look like chumps. That's why it's boring, but it's a very tactical league. If you want to get your tactics right, these are the teams that you should put into it, and you should play with one of them. I recommend like Torino, Feyenoord, Basel, Crystal Palace, but especially Celta Vigo or Anderlecht's two best teams for me in that league, and they could go through very easily. Again, pause if you want to, but I'm just going to keep going. Last one are mostly teams that are struggling, but off my head, who's doing well in that league? Chat shit get banged. Leicester, the Scottish champions, Celtic, the Gallo Chop, Watford. West Brom aren't doing too bad either, and who cares about them anyway? They're just boring. And Bournemouth, basically, beautiful story how they got from non-division into the Premier League less than 5 years, and they were nearly bankrupt as well, but they turned it around. Brilliant story. Next up, I'm going to show you the team. We got Courtois in goals, we got Zuma and Terry at the back, Aspilicueta and Ivanovic at fullback, Fabregas and Matic. It's a good partnership last season. This season is just but they are playing better. Not together, they're not actually playing better together. Matic playing better with John Obi Mikel, Fabregas playing better with John Obi Mikel. So maybe the cure is John Obi Mikel. And we got Willian and Hazard in right mid and left mid, Oscar center attacking mid, and we got Diego Costa, who's been in banging form for the last 2 games, scoring 3 goals in 2 matches. Last game made an assist and scored in our 3-0 win against Crystal Palace. We got Pedro, Remy, Ramirez, Loftus-Cheek, Cahill, Baba and Bekovic on the bench. Really good bench. The main guy that stands out is Loftus-Cheek. Why? Because he's 65 rated, not because he's this and that and blah blah blah, because he's 65 rated, but I want to keep him on the bench until I make signings, and I am keeping him in this team until I finish this career mode. Basically, got Falcao Delaboji, that's how you pronounce his name, not Digi, Delaboji, that's how you pronounce his name. Mikel, Traore, Amelia, Kennedy, Palmer, Abraham, Masonda, Aina, how you pronounce his name, not Anis, Aina, yeah. Blackman, Clark Salter, Collins, the other Masonda, brother of Charlie Masonda, Tinka Masonda. Then we got Kwamia, not Kuyum, ya, Kwamia. Just saying, putting it out there. I'm gonna look to loan now from Palmer all the way down to Kwamia. I can't sell Amelia. Kennedy, I just want to keep. I'm not loaning him out. Traore as well, I just want to keep. And Loftus-Cheek, I want to train them up into superstars. So the 5 players I am going to train up into superstars are Zuma, Baba Rahman, Loftus-Cheek, Traore, and Robert Kennedy. So we're done with that. We're just going to look at the players I'm looking to sell and loan now. Most of these players are not for sale. The only player there is Mikel, but I put a 5 million or more price tag on him, not selling him anything less than that, because he's a really good, strong player in midfield, and he'll work well with Fabregas or Matic, as I've tried. FIFA, of course, he's not the best. Nobody really looks at him as good, basically. But like, he's a very good player in FIFA. Trust me, I've tried him. Playing beside Ramirez especially, he's brilliant. There are like about 7 players I'm looking to loan now. Just pause it and count. Looks like 8 or 9 I'm actually looking to loan now. But as I said, a few of these players I wouldn't mind if they got offers for them, like Ramirez or Ivanovic. The rest of them are like I said, they just recently moved, so like it doesn't really matter what I do. I can only loan them out or release them. I'm not looking to release them, so that's basically it. So we are gonna look at like the transfers now, and the players I am looking to sign. We got Florenzi. As you can see, he's really technical. He's fast, he's pacey, score goals from halfway into his own half. Remember that goal he scored against Barcelona in the Champions League? Brilliant goal. He's my first choice, but it wouldn't really be bad if I wasn't to get him and I was to get this guy, Hugo Malo. The reason why Celta Vigo are so high up in the table, I think top 7 they are in. If they're in the top 4, just tell me. I've just lost track of my the La Liga table. But Hugo Milo, very fast, can whip a ball in, as you can see, because he has curve and he can cross. He can cross, and his curve is not that good, so I wouldn't mind having him. But both of them have stamina and agility, so it's pretty good. So we got Masakio. Another reason why Villarreal are doing so well, top 10 as well. Villarreal doing really well this season. I think they might push on for maybe 5th this season. Next season maybe push on for a Champions League spot, but he's doing really well. Solid at the back, and he has everything you need to be a really good centre back. I'm gonna stop saying really good. We got Bartra, who's been absolutely amazing since he's broke onto the scene for Barcelona. Hasn't had as much time under Luis Enrique since and we got Machio, Vermaelen, Mascherano, and Piqué. 4 players that are experienced and are still really good. And Piqué and Mascherano obviously world class, but Vermaelen and Machio are at the very peak, especially Machio. Even though he's 33 now or something, he's playing really well. So Bartra has to try and break onto the scene or come to Chelsea, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. We got Marquinhos next up, and plays for PSG, and he always keeps David Luiz or Thiago Silva or what's his name, right back Van der Weeld, or left back Maxwell or Kazawa out of the team. He's such a very fast, quick, he thinks quick, he's strong, He can do everything as a centre back in real life, and it's such a surprise that he keeps a captain like Thiago Silva sometimes out of the team, because Thiago Silva is brilliant. Maybe this guy is just better. Got Varane, he's an alternative if I don't sign any of these other 3 centre backs, because I've used them a lot of time in FIFA. So I do want to just take a break with him and give these other 3 players that I haven't used at all in FIFA 16 anyway a chance. Think of this guy beside Matic for Chariak. He could push, and both of them could push a lorry onto the ground. Even harder to shove Yaya Toure onto the ground. Even harder to destroy Big Daddy in the sumo wrestling room. 2 of them would absolutely destroy Big Daddy in the sumo wrestling room. Look at that strength, 89 to 93. What a bodybuilder. He's Polish. I never knew I would say that a Polish is actually that strong. But wow, they proved me wrong again. He is a mad thing, I tell you that. Alex Teixeira, another mad thing. Scored 21 goals for Shakhtar Donetsk this season. Can play as center attacking mid or can play up front. He scored 21 goals in the Ukrainian league alone. Imagine how many goals he scored in Champions League or the Ukrainian Cup. I think that's what they call it. But he's he's a Brazilian. Is he? Let's see. He's a Brazilian. Look at the positions he can play. Center attacking mid, center defensive mid, center forward. He will be very useful. Might not even have to sign for Chariak if I was to pick this guy up, because I can play him CDM as well. Got Isco Disco. The party never starts until he's actually playing. Not that much linked with Chelsea, but a very good player, mostly linked with Arsenal or one of the 2 Manchester clubs. But alternative. Like I said, if we don't get Alex Teixeira in. Same with Ross Barkley. Not really big fan of him in the game real life. I love this guy so much. FIFA 15 sucked for me. FIFA 14 sucked for me. Hopefully FIFA 16, if Isco or Teixeira don't come in, he can be the guy that takes me on to win the Premier League this season. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, absolute beast. Imagine him beside Messi and Ronaldo and Neymar and Suarez. Imagine that front 5 alongside Lewandowski, Thomas Muller, the old Didier Drogba. He is one of the best strikers in the world. Look at that pace. The only thing that's wrong with him is that he can't kick a ball long, and his balance is shit, even though he's basically the fastest player living at the moment. And aggression, he's not angry enough, that's okay. He probably doesn't smack his wife in bed or something. And interceptions, he's obviously not a defender, so that's okay. But so he's just absolutely brilliant, tearing up the Bundesliga right now for Borussia Dortmund. They're second, and he is Batman. That's why I call him. He is Batman. He's brilliant. Got Antoine Griezmann, another player that's doing really well for Atletico Madrid. Always linked to Chelsea even before he went to Atletico Madrid, but never actually went. I thought he was going to go when he actually to Atletico Madrid, but he didn't come to Chelsea. Went to Atletico Madrid. And he just wants to stay in Spain basically, but I'm hoping to bring him here. But Alvaro Morata, some people have suggested this on my Twitter to sign this guy. Not really that comfortable with him. He's really good. I actually use him a lot. You can even see he has sprint speed and acceleration up there, so he's very pacey, and that's what I like in my strikers that can get in behind. But I wouldn't really enjoy using him just because he's more like a target man, even though he has every other ability that you need to be like getting behind striker. Then we got Gonzalo Higuain there. It's between him and him. One of them have to go, one of them have to stay. He's been actually linked with Chelsea in real life. Hopefully he might come, because Griezmann doesn't really seem to want to come. We're kind of in need of a striker, but Costa seems to be doing well, and Remy, anytime he plays, seems to score. But I just want to really show you the Canada. We got first we got Arsenal, then we got FC Porto. First day of the season, I'm just going to skip all the way to the last day of the season. We got Olympique Lyonnais, so it's going to be very, very fun. We're going to have, do we have anything else? No. I think I'll just quickly show you how the training works. I'm just going to load up the 5 players I've been looking to train. Got Bertrand Traore, Robert Kennedy, Beecher Man. So basically there's like suggestions as well of the like drill that you should give them. See, suggested, but you got dribbling, defending, passing, shooting, or set pieces. I don't really work on the set pieces. Mostly I just do the suggested ones that they do give me, because those are the ones I actually do want to work on. And most of them are doing Orlando because they're mostly defensive players. And one is doing trust creation and the other one is doing Beecher Man. And it's BDDFD. That's really disappointing. Started off good, steady, bad, then went steady again. It's okay, they will get better at this as they do grow. But thanks guys for watching this first episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and also subscribe if you are new and this is your first videos. I recommend you check out the other videos I've watched as well. Hope you enjoy guys, and remember, stay loyal. Peace.